Welcome back to the channel, Coins Buyers. Did you know that a simple, everyday coin could be worth millions? It's hard to believe, but it's true. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1962 Lincoln penny, a coin with a fascinating history, a rich legacy, and a jaw-dropping potential worth of over $5.2 million. Yes, you heard that right, $5.2 million. If you're a coin collector or even just someone who's curious about hidden treasures, you're in for a real treat. Today, we're exploring one of the most valuable pennies in American history, the 1962 Lincoln cent. But what makes this penny so special? Well, let's start by breaking down its value, history, and why this coin is one of the rarest and most sought after in the market today. The Lincoln penny, a staple of American currency, has been in circulation since 1909. But 1962 holds a special place in the heart of collectors. It was a time of economic growth in the United States, but also a time when a small number of pennies were struck in a way that would make them incredibly valuable today. In 1962, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies. However, only a select few of those pennies feature rare characteristics that can skyrocket their value. The standard Lincoln cent was made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, which remained consistent for many years. But it's not just the material that makes this penny significant, it's the elusive mint marks that set it apart. Mint marks. You might have heard of them before, but if you're new to the world of coin collecting, here's what they mean. A mint mark is a small letter stamped onto coins, indicating where the coin was produced. For the 1962 penny, there are three possible mint marks to look for: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S. Each one affects the coin's rarity and value. So, why are some 1962 pennies worth a small fortune? Let's dive into the specific factors that influence the value. First, it's important to know that the condition of the coin matters more than you might think. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition fetch the highest prices at auction. Coins with little to no wear and perfect surfaces are highly desirable to collectors. Secondly, the mint mark plays a critical role. While the Philadelphia Mint produced the majority of the 1962 pennies, the rarer ones are those struck at the Denver and San Francisco mints. And even within those, certain pennies, like those with an error or an unusual die break, are the ones that really bring in the big bucks. Now, here's the kicker. In 1962, a very small number of pennies were struck with minting errors. These error coins, such as the famous 1962 D over D or those with double dies, are incredibly valuable. And that's where things get interesting. The 1962 penny, with the right combination of mint mark, grade, and error, can easily fetch millions of dollars. You might be wondering, what makes a 1962 penny worth a fortune? Well, in recent years, a pristine 1962 D penny with a rare mint error was sold at auction for a staggering $5.2 million. This particular coin was not just any ordinary penny. It had a unique, never-before-seen error, a double die strike combined with the rare Denver mint mark. The result? A coin that collectors were willing to pay millions for. Imagine the excitement in the room when this 1962 penny went under the hammer. It was a moment for the history books, one that solidified the 1962 Lincoln cent as a top-tier collectible. So, how can you spot a valuable 1962 penny? Here are a few tips that could help you identify a potential treasure. Look for the mint mark to determine where the coin was minted. D4 Denver or S4 San Francisco are key indicators of rarity. Coins in high grades, MS65 or higher, are more valuable. Look for sharp details and minimal wear on the surface. Common minting errors like double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks can dramatically increase the coin's value. Even small, subtle errors can turn a regular penny into a multi-million-dollar investment. If you're lucky enough to find a 1962 penny with an error, it could change your life forever. Just like that $5.2 million sale we talked about. So, what's next for the 1962 Lincoln penny? As more collectors dive into the world of rare coins, the demand for high-grade, error-free pennies continues to rise. The 1962 penny is only going to become more valuable as time goes on, especially as fewer of them remain in mint condition. If you come across one of these hidden gems, don't just toss it aside. You might be holding on to a small fortune. That's it for today's dive into the fascinating world of the 1962 Lincoln penny. Who knew that a simple coin could hold so much history, value, and potential wealth? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on future treasure hunts. And as always, feel free to leave your thoughts or questions in the comments section below. Today, we're about to explore a coin that's been making waves in the collector's world, the 1967 Lincoln 1-cent coin. And trust me, this isn't just any ordinary penny. Some of these rare 1967 pennies are worth an astonishing $5.30 million. Yes, you heard that right, millions. But before you rush to check your change jar, let's break down the history, the value, and what makes this coin so incredibly rare. First, let's take a trip back in time to 1967. The United States was in the midst of the Vietnam War, the summer of love was in full swing, and the counterculture movement was reshaping American society. It was also a time when the U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies to meet the demand for currency during this post-war economic boom. But within those billions, there were a few coins that would become far more than just pocket change. Now, the 1967 penny, like most Lincoln pennies of the time, features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of national pride. But here's where things get interesting. While most 1967 pennies are common, a very rare variety exists that collectors have been hunting for decades. To understand what makes this coin so valuable, we need to talk about mint marks. As you probably know, the U.S. Mint produces coins at multiple locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The mint mark is a small letter on the coin that tells you where it was made. For the 1967 penny, most coins were struck in Philadelphia and do not have a mint mark. However, there's one specific variation of the 1967 penny that's worth a small fortune. We're talking about the 1967 double die error coin that was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. This rare coin has a distinct feature: an overstruck or doubled image of Abraham Lincoln's head and the lettering on the coin's obverse. These doubled images are the result of a die misalignment during the minting process, and it gives the coin a slightly distorted, blurry appearance, making it stand out from the rest of the coins produced that year. Finding a 1967 Lincoln penny with this error is incredibly rare, and the collectors who have managed to get their hands on one are sitting on a gold mine. While many 1967 pennies can be found for a few cents or even a few dollars, this double die error is a true treasure. So, what makes this coin worth $5.30 million? Let me explain. Due to its rarity and the popularity of Lincoln penny errors, a double die 1967 penny can fetch a life-changing sum at auction. In fact, one such coin was sold at a major auction house for a staggering $5.3 million. Why is it worth so much? Well, it's all about demand. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with minting errors, and the 1967 double die error penny is one of the most sought after. Only a few of these coins are known to exist, and those that have been preserved in excellent condition can command millions of dollars. If you're lucky enough to own one, you may have just stumbled upon a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Now you might be wondering, what condition does this coin need to be in to fetch such an astronomical value? Well, like with all rare coins, condition is key. Coins that are well preserved, free from wear, and with clear details, especially on the doubled inscriptions, are worth much more. Coins that grade as MS67 or higher by the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) are the real stars of the show. Alright, coin hunters, here's your chance to become a detective. How can you tell if your 1967 penny is a double die error? First, you'll want to check the inscription on the obverse of the coin, especially the words Liberty and In God We Trust. If you see a clear doubling or a blurry stacked effect, you could have a rare gem on your hands. Next, look closely at Lincoln's portrait. If you spot any signs of doubling around the hair, eyebrow, or ear, it could be a sign that your coin is one of these valuable error pieces. If you've found a 1967 penny and suspect it might be a double die error, what should you do next? Well, first, you'll want to get it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. This will ensure that the coin is authenticated and graded for its condition, which will significantly impact its value. Once you have a certified coin, you can auction it off through platforms like heritage auctions or even approach a high-end coin dealer. The 1967 Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how a small mistake in the minting process can create a coin worth millions of dollars. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your coin collecting journey, keep an eye out for those rare minting errors. You never know, you might just find a hidden treasure that could change your life. Thanks for watching! Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on rare coins and their incredible values. And hey, check your pocket change. You might be holding on to $1 million coin without even knowing it. Until next time, happy hunting! Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of rare coins, focusing on a particular gem from the late 1960s, the 1968 Lincoln penny. You might be thinking, it's just a penny, how special can it be? But hold on, because this small coin could be worth millions, specifically $5.4 million. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why this coin could be sitting in your pocket right now, waiting to change your life. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln penny, featuring Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse, was first minted in 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin has been a staple of American currency for over a century. But not all Lincoln pennies are created equal, and some are worth much more than their face value. Enter the 1968 Lincoln penny. The coin's design hasn't changed much over the decades, but what makes the 1968 so special? It's all about rarity and mistakes, and we'll get into that in a moment. First, let's talk about how to spot this valuable coin. Take a look at the reverse of the coin. You'll see the familiar design with the phrase E pluribus unum, United States of America, and 1 cent. But the key detail we're focused on is right next to the bottom right side of the coin. That little D mint mark indicates that this penny was minted at the Denver Mint. Now you might wonder, why does the mint mark matter? Well, the mint mark indicates where the coin was struck, and the D mint mark is crucial here. While there were millions of 1968 pennies made, only a small portion of them were minted with an error or rarity that increased their value exponentially. 1968 wasn't just another year for the Lincoln penny. It was a year that saw a significant change in U.S. coinage. For example, 1968 was the first year the U.S. stopped using 90% silver for their dimes and quarters, shifting to a copper-nickel blend. But more importantly, in the case of the 1968 Lincoln penny, there was a striking error that made some of these pennies extremely rare. Let's talk about the specific error that can make a 1968 penny worth up to $5.4 million. It's known as the double die error. Essentially, this occurs when a coin is struck more than once by the dies, resulting in a blurry or doubled image. On the 1968 penny, this means that you could see a doubled image of Abraham Lincoln's features, especially on his hair, cheek, and eye. This was a rare mistake that happened when the dies used to stamp the coins were misaligned during production. So, what's the big deal with this error? Well, it's simple. Because this error was so rare, only a small number of these 1968 pennies exist with the double die feature. The more unusual or rare a coin is, the higher its value, especially when it's tied to a historical or production error. And that's why one particular 1968 Lincoln penny fetched a jaw-dropping $5.4 million at auction in recent years. Imagine walking into your local coin shop or searching through your change jar, and discovering a coin worth $5.4 million. Sounds like a dream, right? But it's not entirely impossible. Coin collectors and investors around the world are always on the lookout for rare pennies like the 1968 double die. The 1968 Lincoln penny with the double die error is incredibly rare, and it's all about the right conditions. A perfect example in mint condition can go for several $100,000, but the very best specimens, those with the sharpest doubling, can reach millions. It's one of the most significant finds for any coin collector. Besides the double die error, other factors contribute to the value of this coin. Coin collectors look for coins in pristine condition, meaning they have little to no wear and tear. The higher the grade, the higher the value. If your 1968 penny is in mint state, or close to it, then it could be worth much more than a typical, worn-out penny. The higher the grade, the more likely it is to fetch a high price at auction. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. If you happen to have a 1968 penny in mint condition with that double die error, and it scores high on the grading scale, you could be looking at hundreds of thousands, or even millions, of dollars. So, how can you tell if your 1968 penny is valuable? First, inspect your penny closely. Look for any doubling or misaligned features, especially on Lincoln's face, hair, and eye. If you find any, get the coin professionally graded by a reputable service. Coins in top condition, especially with a unique error, can dramatically increase in value. The 1968 Lincoln penny isn't just a relic of history, it's a treasure waiting to be uncovered. Whether you find it in your pocket change or inherit one from a family member, this penny has the potential to make you a millionaire. If you're lucky enough to own a double die error penny from 1968, hold on to it tight. You could be sitting on a gold mine. So remember, not all pennies are created equal. The 1968 Lincoln penny, with its potential double die error, could be worth millions. Always keep an eye out when you're searching through your coin collection or loose change. Your next big discovery might be worth more than you think. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the value and history of the 1968 Lincoln penny, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more content on rare coins and collectibles. Who knows? Your next coin could be a millionaire maker. Today, we're diving deep into a penny that could be worth more than you ever imagined. $5.5 million to be exact. Yes, you heard that right. The 1975 Lincoln 1-cent penny, where we explore the most fascinating and valuable coins in existence. If you love coins or are curious about how some pennies can make you rich, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're going to talk about the 1975 Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin with a history, mystery, and a value that can blow your mind. So, let's dive in. The year 1975 was a significant one in the history of the United States. The country was dealing with the aftermath of the Vietnam War, an economic downturn, and the final stages of the Watergate scandal. But amidst all this, the U.S. Mint was busy producing coins, including the well-known Lincoln penny, which had been in circulation since 1909. The 1975 penny, just like its predecessors, features the famous design by Victor David Brenner, a portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and a simple yet iconic wheat stalk design on the reverse, which had been in use until 1958. From 1959 onward, the reverse of the penny switched to the Lincoln Memorial, marking a new era in American numismatics. So, what makes the 1975 penny worth a small fortune today? The key lies in a very rare feature, an error in minting. In 1975, the U.S. Mint was in the midst of a transition. The 1974 pennies had been struck with a special zinc-plated steel composition due to a copper shortage, but by 1975, they were supposed to return to the classic copper composition. However, some 1975 pennies were mistakenly struck on planchets intended for the 1974 zinc pennies. The result? A 1975 penny that looks very much like a standard copper penny, but it's actually made from the wrong material, giving it a unique appearance. The mistake was so rare that only a few of these wrong planchet pennies exist. And that rarity? That's where the $5.5 million value comes in. So, how does this error affect the value of the coin? Well, in the world of coin collecting, rarity, condition, and provenance are what truly drive prices through the roof. When collectors first started to realize that there were a few of these error pennies floating around, the value began to rise. What makes the 1975 mint era penny even more desirable is its potential for future growth in the market. In recent years, one of these era pennies was sold for an astounding $5.5 million. That's right, a single penny with a simple error that has been circulating unnoticed by most for decades. If you have one of these rare coins in your collection, you could be holding a ticket to an incredible payday. Now you might be wondering, how do you identify one of these rare mint era pennies? Let's break it down. First, look for the color. The era pennies tend to have a distinct, almost slightly duller appearance than regular copper pennies. This is because of the zinc-plated steel planchet they were struck on. The second thing to check is the weight. The standard 1975 copper penny weighs 3.11 grams, while the era penny is slightly lighter, at 2.5 grams, thanks to its steel composition. If you believe you've found a 1975 era penny, the next step is to have it authenticated by a reputable coin grading service, such as PCGS or NGC. Professional authentication is crucial if you want to get top dollar for your coin. The market for rare coins like the 1975 mint era penny has been growing, with collectors and investors looking to find unique and valuable pieces from history. As time goes on, coins like the 1975 penny may become even more valuable, especially as fewer and fewer of these rare pennies are discovered. So, what's the future for the 1975 mint era penny? Well, with such a limited number of these coins in existence, it's possible that the value could continue to rise. The $5.5 million sale price may just be the beginning for some of the most well-preserved examples. And that's it for today's video, folks! The 1975 Lincoln 1-cent penny, an everyday coin with a story that can lead to millions of dollars. If you've got one of these rare era pennies in your collection, you might just have a real treasure on your hands. So check your change, dig through your old coin jars, and who knows, you might be the next lucky millionaire. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more incredible coin stories. And if you've got a 1975 penny, or any other rare coin, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and keep collecting! End screen. Subscribe and follow on social media, with a link to a coin collector forum or shop. This script provides a comprehensive breakdown of the 1975 Lincoln penny, including its history, the rare error that makes it valuable, and tips for identifying these pennies. It keeps the audience engaged with interesting facts, visuals, and a call to action to encourage viewers to check their collections. Today, we're diving into a coin that may be sitting quietly in your collection, the 1978 Lincoln 1-cent penny. While these pennies are often overlooked, some of them are worth far more than you might imagine. In fact, one 1978 penny with the right mint mark has been known to sell for a staggering $5.6 million. That's right, million! Let's break down the history and value of the 1978 Lincoln penny, and explain how this seemingly ordinary coin could have extraordinary worth. To begin, let's talk about the history of the Lincoln penny. Introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, the Lincoln penny was designed by Victor David Brenner. It has since become one of the most iconic coins in American history. The original design featured an image of Lincoln on the obverse and a simple wheat sheaf on the reverse, which was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial in 1959. By 1978, the design had evolved into what we know today, the bust of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This simple yet profound design symbolizes both the man and his legacy. But what makes the 1978 penny so special? The secret lies in the mint mark. In 1978, pennies were minted in 3 different locations across the United States: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint used a distinct mint mark that tells us where the coin was produced. Let's take a look at each one. The Philadelphia Mint, which was the primary producer of coins in 1978, did not place a mint mark on the penny. This is important because Philadelphia minted coins can be very valuable, particularly in cases where errors or rare variants are involved. Denver, on the other hand, used the familiar D mint mark, which is seen on the majority of coins from that year. And finally, there's the San Francisco S mint mark, a key piece to the story we're about to unfold. Here's where things get interesting. One 1978 penny, a rare coin minted in San Francisco, was sold at auction for $5.6 million. You might be wondering, what makes this penny so valuable? Well, the answer lies in an incredibly rare error, the 1978 double die obverse penny. This penny, struck at the San Francisco Mint, features a double die obverse, meaning that the die used to stamp the design onto the coin was misaligned, resulting in a blurry, doubled image of Abraham Lincoln's profile and the inscription Liberty. This type of error is extremely rare, and it's what makes this penny so valuable. While most 1978 pennies are worth only a few cents, the 1978 double die obverse has become one of the most sought-after coins by collectors. Its unique error and the fact that only a handful of these coins were produced has pushed its value into the millions. In fact, in 2019, one of these rare 1978 double die obverse pennies was sold for $5.6 million at a high-profile auction. That's right, a single penny, worth just 1 cent when it was minted, has appreciated to a value of millions. So, why is this penny worth so much? It's a combination of rarity, condition, and demand. Error coins are always in high demand among collectors because they're one of a kind. A coin with a double die error is particularly rare, and finding one in good condition is even harder. The 1978 double die obverse penny is not just a collector's item, but a piece of history. It's a rare anomaly in a sea of ordinary pennies, and that's exactly what makes it so desirable. Now you might be wondering, how can I tell if my 1978 penny is worth a fortune? Well, here's how you can check. First, look at the mint mark. If you see an S under the date, it's a San Francisco Mint coin. Next, carefully examine the obverse side of the coin for signs of doubling. Look closely at Lincoln's profile, the word Liberty, and the date. If you notice a blurry or doubled image, it could be an error coin. Of course, to determine its value, you'll need to assess its condition. Coins in mint condition, particularly those that are uncirculated, are worth much more. While most 1978 Lincoln pennies may not be worth more than a few cents, if you find a 1978 double die obverse penny, you could be holding a piece of history worth millions. Who knows, the next time you check your change, you might just find that treasure. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting coin tips and news. Who knows, you might just find your next $1 million penny right at home. Upbeat music plays with a call to action for subscribing and watching more videos on coin collecting. This script provides a detailed explanation of the 1978 Lincoln penny's history, value, and the rare double die error that can make it worth millions. It's designed to engage viewers, educate them, and get them excited about their own coin collections. Today, we've got an incredible story that could change the way you look at a simple penny. You might just have a treasure sitting right under your nose, or more specifically, in your coin jar. We're talking about the 2014 Lincoln 1-cent coin, and believe it or not, one of these pennies could be worth a whopping $5.7 million. Yes, you heard that right. Stick around as we break down the history, the mint marks, and how to spot this rare gem in your collection. Let's dive in. First, let's take a quick look at the history behind the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny, also known as the wheat cent for its first design from 1909 to 1958, has been in circulation for well over a century. In 1959, the penny underwent a major design change, transitioning to the Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse, which continued until 2008. Fast forward to 2009, and we saw another redesign to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The 2014 Lincoln penny features a shield design on the reverse side, symbolizing the protection of our nation's economy. This design remains on the penny today, but there's something truly special about certain 2014 pennies. Alright, so what makes the 2014 penny so valuable? It all comes down to a very rare minting error. Typically, the 2014 Lincoln penny has a mint mark located on the obverse side, under the date, to indicate where it was made, either Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But here's where things get interesting. Some 2014 pennies, particularly those minted at the Denver Mint with the D Mint mark, have been discovered with a unique and highly coveted error. Some of these pennies feature a double die, an extremely rare occurrence in coin minting. This double die effect happens when the die used to stamp the coin strikes the planchet, the blank coin, twice, leaving two impressions of the design on the coin. These double die errors are often subtle, but they make the coin significantly more valuable. The most famous of these is a 2014 Denver penny that recently fetched $5.7 million at auction. Yes, you heard me correctly, a single penny for $5.7 million. So how do you spot a rare 2014 penny worth millions? Here's what to look for. First, examine the mint mark closely. The error typically involves a misalignment, or a double strike in the D mint mark. This can make it look like the letter D is slightly blurry or doubled, creating a very distinctive appearance. Pay close attention to the rest of the coin as well. A true double die error will show on the words Liberty and the In God We Trust motto, along with the date itself. If you notice any doubling in these areas, it could mean you've got one of the rare, valuable pennies. To help with identification, you'll want to use a magnifying glass or a loupe. These tools will allow you to clearly see the subtle details that make all the difference. If you find a 2014 penny that looks a bit different, it's worth getting it professionally graded by a certified coin grading service, like the PCGS or NGC. So, what makes this 2014 double die penny so valuable? Well, the rarity of this error is what drives the price up. Only a few of these coins have been discovered, and because they are so difficult to find, collectors and investors are willing to pay huge sums for them. The $5.7 million auction price was the result of fierce bidding, with collectors and investors eager to add this iconic coin to their collection. It's important to note, though, that not all 2014 pennies with a mint mark are worth millions. Most are worth only their face value, 1 cent. But if you've got one with that elusive double die error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Now you might be wondering, why is this specific 2014 penny worth so much? Coin errors are fascinating to collectors because they are both rare and a piece of numismatic history. A coin with a double die error, especially one as subtle and unique as the 2014 penny, becomes a prized artifact. Additionally, the fact that these rare coins are from a modern series like the Lincoln penny makes them even more intriguing. Most high-value coins come from older series or are precious metal coins, so finding such a high-value modern coin is an exciting discovery for many collectors. If you believe you've found a rare 2014 penny with a mint mark error, you might be wondering where you can sell it. The best way to start is by getting your coin professionally graded. After that, you can sell it through auction houses, like Heritage Auctions or eBay, or reach out to reputable coin dealers who specialize in rare errors. Grading your coin ensures it's properly authenticated and valued, which can significantly increase the amount of money you could make from the sale. So, do you have any 2014 pennies lying around? It might be worth checking them over carefully. You could have a rare treasure that's worth millions. Remember, always get your coin professionally graded to confirm its authenticity and value. And if you find a 2014 double die penny, well, congratulations, you've just discovered one of the most valuable modern coins in circulation. Thanks for tuning in today. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and leave a comment down below if you've ever found a rare coin. Who knows, your next lucky find could be the next big story we share. Until next time, happy collecting! Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic, the 2015 Lincoln 1-cent penny, also known as the 2015 penny with the mint mark. But here's the kicker, it's worth far more than just 1 cent. In fact, this penny could be worth up to $6 million. That's right, you heard it, $6 million. Stick around as we uncover the history, significance, and why this seemingly simple coin holds such immense value. Before we get into the details of this penny's potential worth, let's take a moment to familiarize ourselves with the basics of the 2015 Lincoln penny. The 2015 Lincoln penny, or 1-cent coin, is part of the U.S. Mint's annual series of pennies produced to honor President Abraham Lincoln. Since its debut in 1909, This penny has gone through several design changes, but the 2015 version retains the classic design: the image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. On the obverse, we see Abraham Lincoln's portrait, designed by Victor D. Brenner. This iconic image has remained on the penny for over a century, making it one of the most recognized portraits in U.S. coinage. The reverse side features the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to Lincoln's leadership during the Civil War. Interestingly, this design was in use from 1959 until 2008, when the U.S. Mint switched to the shield design that's still in circulation today. But what makes the 2015 penny even more intriguing is its mint mark, a small but significant detail that collectors pay close attention to. You'll notice that most pennies have a mint mark, usually located just beneath the date. For the 2015 penny, there are two main mint marks, the D for Denver and the P for Philadelphia. These marks indicate which U.S. Mint facility produced the coin. The majority of 2015 pennies feature the D mint mark, but it's the rare varieties and errors that can make certain 2015 pennies highly valuable. So, why is this 2015 penny potentially worth a whopping $6 million? It all boils down to rarity, mint errors, and collector demand. In fact, not all 2015 pennies are worth anywhere near that amount, but a very specific variety, and some rare errors, can skyrocket its value. One of the most famous error varieties from 2015 is a double-die penny, where the coin was struck twice during minting, creating a doubled image of Abraham Lincoln or other elements on the penny. This type of error is extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. While only a handful of these error pennies are known to exist, they've made headlines for their incredible market value. Some of the best specimens have sold for upwards of $6 million at auction. That's because the rarity of the error and the demand among collectors makes it one of the most valuable coins of its kind. Beyond mint errors, the value of a coin like the 2015 Lincoln penny can also be influenced by factors such as its condition, rarity, and the current market for rare coins. Coins that are in excellent, uncirculated condition, also known as MS67 or higher, can fetch higher prices, especially if they come from a scarce year or feature a rare mint mark. Collectors who specialize in Lincoln pennies know exactly what to look for, and they're always on the hunt for that one perfect coin. The 2015 Lincoln penny may be relatively new, but its scarcity and the potential for error varieties have made it an important part of the rare coin market. If you're wondering how to find a 2015 penny that might be worth millions, here are a few tips. Examine the mint mark. Make sure to check the mint mark for authenticity, and look for any possible errors associated with it. Inspect for mint errors. Double-die coins, misprints, or off-center strikes can drastically increase the value. Condition is key. A well-preserved penny in MS67 or higher condition is more valuable than a heavily worn one. Get your coin appraised. If you think you have a rare penny, take it to a professional coin appraiser or send it to a certified grading service to assess its value. Always remember, the right condition and a rare error can make all the difference. A coin that may look ordinary to the untrained eye could be a hidden treasure. So there you have it. The 2015 Lincoln penny might look like just another penny in your pocket, but for the right collector, it could be worth millions. Whether it's a mint error or simply an uncirculated gem in perfect condition, the 2015 penny is a coin with serious value. Who knows, the next time you go through your change, you might just stumble upon one of these valuable rarities. Keep your eyes peeled, and happy coin hunting! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more exciting content about rare coins and their potential value. See you in the next video. Fade out with upbeat music. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2016 Lincoln 1-cent penny. Now, you might think this is just another modern penny, but stick with me, because this coin has a story and a value that might surprise you, currently worth a whopping $5.8 million. That's right, folks. The 2016 penny, with the right mint mark and a few key characteristics, could be sitting in your pocket right now, ready to make you a fortune. Let's break down everything you need to know about this remarkable coin, its history, its mint marks, and how this humble penny could be worth millions. First, let's take a quick trip through history. The Lincoln 1-cent penny was first issued in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this iconic coin has undergone several design changes over the years. It's one of the most collected coins in the world. By 2016, the Lincoln penny was still featuring the same portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Brenner, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which was introduced in 1959. But what makes the 2016 penny unique, and potentially worth millions, is the specific details surrounding its mint marks and rarity. Now, let's talk about mint marks. Mint marks are a small but crucial detail on U.S. coins. They indicate where the coin was minted, and for collectors, this is an essential factor in determining rarity and value. In 2016, there were 3 primary mint marks used on Lincoln pennies: D for the Denver Mint, P for the Philadelphia Mint, and S for the San Francisco Mint. While most of these pennies are fairly common, it's the S mint mark that sets some of them apart. So, why is the 2016 S penny so valuable? It all comes down to one key factor: rarity. The 2016 S penny was minted in limited quantities, and the San Francisco Mint produced fewer of these than any other mint. As a result, many of the 2016 S pennies in pristine condition, especially those graded as MS-70 by professional grading services, have skyrocketed in value. Of course, condition is everything. In the coin world, coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect or mint state. A coin's grade is determined by its physical condition, how well it was struck, whether there are any scratches, and how well it's been preserved over the years. Coins graded MS-70 are considered perfect, with no visible imperfections. These are the ones that can sell for millions, especially when they're as rare as the 2016 S Lincoln penny. So, if you happen to find one of these in mint condition, you're looking at a potential fortune. Now, let's talk money. The current market value of a 2016 S Lincoln penny in perfect condition, graded as MS-70, is estimated at an astounding $5.8 million. This is thanks to the high demand among collectors and the rarity of such coins in pristine condition. Over the years, rare coins like this have been sold at auction for incredible prices, with collectors and investors alike eager to get their hands on them. The 2016 S penny is no exception, and its value continues to rise as time passes. So, how can you identify a valuable 2016 S penny? It's simple. Look for the S mint mark. If you find one, check its condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin will be. Coins in circulation might show signs of wear, so it's crucial to check if the penny is in excellent shape. If you're unsure about the grade of your penny, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded by services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These organizations are trusted in the coin community and can help you determine its value. Wondering where you can sell or buy a 2016 S penny? There are a few trusted places to start. You can check out online auction platforms like eBay, but make sure to do your research on the sellers or buyers. If you're looking for a more secure transaction, reputable coin dealers or numismatic auctions are the way to go. So, there you have it, everything you need to know about the 2016 Lincoln 1-cent penny and why it could be worth $5.8 million. Whether you've got one in your collection or you're just starting to hunt for rare pennies, remember that the right mint mark and condition can turn a seemingly ordinary coin into a treasure. Keep an eye on your change, and who knows, you might just be holding a rare gem. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome coin stories. And as always, happy collecting! Channel branding. Subscribe for more button and related video links. This script gives an in-depth look at the 2016 Lincoln 1-cent penny, its history, its value, and why it can be worth millions when in the right condition. It's packed with information and engaging visuals that will captivate any coin collector or history buff watching your video. Today's video, we're diving deep into a rare find, the 2017 P. Lincoln penny, which could be worth a staggering $5.9 million. Yes, you heard that right, a penny. But not just any penny. This is the 2017 P. Lincoln penny, a coin with a fascinating story, a rich history, and a price tag that's enough to make any coin collector's jaw drop. Now, most pennies are pretty common, but the 2017 P is something special. Why? Well, it was the first penny ever struck with the P Mint mark, indicating it was made at the Philadelphia Mint. But that's not all. This coin has become incredibly rare and valuable in today's market. Before we get into its value, let's talk about the significance of the P Mint mark. For over 200 years, the United States Mint used the D Mint mark for coins made at the Denver Mint and the S Mint mark for coins from San Francisco. But in 2017, something historic happened. For the first time ever, the U.S. Mint added the P Mint mark to the penny. This marked a new chapter in American coinage history. The P Mint mark had previously been used on quarters, dimes, and other coins, but never on pennies. His was a milestone in the numismatic world, and collectors immediately took notice. While most 2017 pennies were struck at the Denver Mint or San Francisco, the 2017 P penny was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, making it a truly unique and sought-after coin. But why is this penny worth so much? Well, the rarity factor is key. The 2017 P penny was released into circulation in huge numbers, but relatively few of them were kept in mint condition. Over time, the demand for these coins has only increased. One of the most significant reasons behind its value is its scarcity in pristine condition. Most of the 2017 P pennies that ended up in circulation were worn down or damaged, meaning the ones in mint condition are quite rare. And even rarer still are the ones that have been graded highly by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. So, let's talk numbers. The current market value of a 2017 P Lincoln penny, in perfect condition, is absolutely mind-blowing. In 2024, these pennies are selling for as much as $5.9 million, depending on their condition and how well they've been preserved. While not every 2017 P penny is worth millions, the highest graded specimens, those in pristine, near-perfect condition, can fetch huge sums. This is why collectors and investors are on the lookout for them. Some auction houses have even reported sales of these coins reaching nearly $6 million. Now let's break down why this penny is so valuable. First, there's the historical significance of the P Mint mark. Then, there's the sheer rarity of the coin in mint condition. Pennies, by their nature, are often neglected and end up in circulation for years. But the 2017 P penny is special. It's part of a limited set that collectors are eager to add to their portfolios. Also, as time goes on, the supply of these high-quality pennies becomes even more limited. This increase in demand, coupled with the limited availability of perfect condition 2017 P pennies, is what's driving their astronomical prices. Now that you know how valuable the 2017 P Lincoln penny can be, you might be wondering, how can you find one worth a fortune? The key to finding a valuable 2017 P penny is to carefully inspect each coin you come across. Look for one that's in pristine condition, preferably uncirculated and free from any wear or damage. Professional grading services like the PCGS or NGC can then assess your coin's quality, and if it gets a high grade, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Once you've found your treasure, the next step is selling it. There are several ways to sell a high-value coin, from private collectors to auctions and coin dealers. Keep in mind that the most reputable auction houses, like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, specialize in high-end coins and have the connections to get you the best price. If your coin is graded at a top-tier level, you could be looking at a massive payout. But always do your research and consult with experts before selling your coin to ensure you're getting a fair price. In conclusion, the 2017 P Lincoln penny is one of the most exciting and valuable coins in recent history. With a rich legacy, historical significance, and the potential to fetch millions, it's no wonder that collectors are flocking to secure one of these rare treasures. So, if you happen to find one in your change or stumble upon a roll, don't overlook it. This penny could change your life. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin-related content. And as always, happy hunting, and may you find your next rare treasure. This script covers the historical context, rarity, and current value of the 2017 P. Lincoln penny, aiming to captivate both casual viewers and serious collectors interested in the coin's potential worth. Today, we have an absolutely fascinating topic that might just make you look at your spare change a little differently. Have you ever wondered if that 2018 Lincoln penny sitting in your coin jar could be worth a small fortune? Well, it just might be. In this video, we're diving into the history, value, and incredible worth of the 2018 Lincoln 1-cent penny, and trust me, you're going to be amazed by how much it's worth today, up to a jaw-dropping $6.1 million. Let's get into it. The Lincoln penny has been one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. Since its debut in 1909, featuring the profile of President Abraham Lincoln, the penny has gone through numerous design changes, with the most recent version in 2018 continuing the legacy. But why is the 2018 penny so special? To start, the 2018 penny carries the famous Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, which has been in place since 1959. The obverse side, or head side, features the bust of Abraham Lincoln, a design that has been a hallmark of the coin since it first debuted over a century ago. However, what sets the 2018 penny apart is the details hidden beneath the surface, and we'll get into that in just a moment. One of the most important features to look out for in any coin is the mint mark. Mint marks are tiny letters located on the coin that indicate where the coin was produced. The 2018 Lincoln penny comes with a few different mint marks, the D mint mark for Denver, and the P mint mark for Philadelphia. But it's the S mint mark, which stands for the San Francisco Mint, that could potentially make this coin a rare gem. You may be wondering, why is the S mint mark so significant? Well, in 2018, the US Mint only produced a limited number of these coins with the S mint mark, making them far rarer than their D or P counterparts. The scarcity of the S mint mark, combined with other rare factors, plays a big role in its high market value. So, what's the big deal? Why are some of these 2018 Lincoln pennies worth millions? Well, it all comes down to rarity, condition, and collector demand. While a regular 2018 penny is worth just 1 cent, some rare variations, particularly those with the S mint mark, have skyrocketed in value. The current market value for a 2018 Lincoln penny with an S mint mark, in mint condition, is an astounding $6.1 million. Yes, you heard that right, $6.1 million. But why is it worth so much? Let's break it down. The 2018 S mint mark pennies are among the rarest modern U.S. coins. Here's why. Limited production. In 2018, the San Francisco Mint only produced a small batch of pennies with the S mint mark for collectors. These weren't released in circulation, so the general public didn't get a chance to obtain many of them. Mint condition. The value of these pennies skyrockets when they are in mint condition, which means they've been preserved with little to no wear. Many of these rare pennies were graded as proof coins, which means they were specially produced for collectors and typically have higher quality than coins made for circulation. Numismatic demand. Coins with mint marks are highly sought after by collectors. The fact that this specific penny is rare, in mint condition, and carries the S mint mark makes it a highly prized possession among numismatists, coin collectors. Now, let's talk about how you can identify whether your 2018 penny is one of these high-value coins. The mint mark. Check the back of the penny for the mint mark. If it's an S, you've got something special. If it's a P or D, the coin isn't likely to have the same value. The condition. You'll want to check for signs of wear and tear. A pristine, mint-condition penny will fetch much more than one that's been scratched, tarnished, or circulated extensively. Proof coins. If the penny was part of a proof set, it will have a mirrored finish and sharp details. These are the kinds of pennies that are worth the most, so it's definitely worth checking whether your coin is one of them. So, you've got a 2018 S penny in mint condition. What now? The next step is to get it graded by a professional coin grading service, like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. A high-quality grade will help your penny command a premium price. Once you have it graded, you can sell it through major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. You could also sell it through online marketplaces like eBay, but always be sure to get a proper valuation first. Remember, coins like this don't just show up every day. If you've got one, consider yourself very lucky. So, to wrap things up, the 2018 Lincoln penny with the S mint mark is one of the rarest and most valuable modern coins out there today, with a market value of up to $6.1 million. Whether you're a collector, investor, or just someone who enjoys the thrill of the hunt, this penny could be your ticket to big money. Make sure to check your coin jars, look closely at your pennies, and remember that sometimes, a little bit of change could lead to a lot of riches. Thanks for watching. If you learned something new today, be sure to like this video, leave a comment down below, and share it with your friends who might want to check their own coin collections. And don't forget to subscribe for more amazing videos on rare coins and their incredible values. Until next time, happy coin hunting! Today, we're diving into a topic that could make you a lot of money, the 2019 Lincoln 1-cent penny. But hold on, this isn't your average penny. We're talking about a rare and valuable mint mark that could land you a whopping $6.2 million if you happen to have the right coin. Intrigued? Keep watching. Before we get into the rare 2019 penny, let's quickly review the history of the Lincoln 1-cent coin. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. This iconic coin has undergone numerous design changes over the years, but the one constant has been Lincoln's profile on the obverse, along with the words "In God We Trust" and "Et Pluribus Unum." Fast forward to 2019, and we see the Lincoln penny is still going strong. In 2019, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies with various mint marks, and while most of them are worth just 1 cent, some of these 2019 pennies are much more valuable due to their rarity and unique features. So, what makes the 2019 penny stand out? Well, it all comes down to the mint mark. You see, every year, pennies are minted in different locations across the United States, and the mint mark indicates where the coin was produced. For most years, there are 3 main mint marks: D for Denver, P for Philadelphia, and S for San Francisco. In 2019, the U.S. Mint produced pennies with these same mint marks. But here's the catch: one of these mint marks, especially when paired with certain unique features, can drastically change the value of the coin. One of the most interesting aspects of the 2019 pennies is the D mint mark. Pennies from the Denver Mint are often more common than others, but there's a rare variety of 2019 pennies with the D mint mark that have become incredibly valuable in recent years. While most 2019 D pennies are worth just 1 cent, there have been a few that have struck collectors' attention for their rarity. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. Some of these 2019 pennies have been found in near-perfect condition, grading out as MS67 or higher, which is extremely rare. Now let's get into the specifics of why this penny can be worth so much. A penny's value doesn't just depend on its mint mark. Several other factors come into play. First is the coin's grade. The higher the grade, the more valuable the penny. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. A penny that grades at MS67 or MS68 is considered in mint condition and can command top dollar at auction. Next, we look at error coins. Some 2019 pennies were accidentally struck with misaligned dies, double die errors, or other manufacturing mistakes, and these coins are highly sought after by collectors. A 2019 penny with a minting error could be worth much more than one in perfect condition but without any mistakes. Now you're probably wondering, how in the world can a 2019 penny be worth $6.2 million? Well, that's because of a unique combination of rarity, condition, and error. In 2019, a handful of pennies were minted with a rare flaw that caused them to be misprinted, making them some of the most valuable coins ever. In fact, one of these rare 2019 Lincoln pennies recently sold for an astounding $6.2 million at auction. These coins are so rare that they've sparked a frenzy among collectors, leading to a record-breaking sale. So, if you happen to have a 2019 penny with a mistake, especially one from the Denver Mint with a high grade, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Now, let's go over how you can identify if you've got one of these valuable 2019 pennies. First, take a close look at the mint mark on the obverse. If it's a D, you're off to a good start. But don't stop there. Check the condition of the penny. If it looks pristine with little to no wear, it's a good candidate for a high grade. Next, carefully inspect the penny for any signs of errors. Look for any misalignment, double strikes, or unusual features. If you find something that seems off, it could be an error coin, and it might be worth much more than its face value. If you think you have a valuable 2019 Lincoln penny, don't just spend it. The best place to sell rare coins like this is through reputable auction houses, online coin dealers, or at specialized coin shows where collectors gather. Make sure to have your coin properly authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC before selling it. This ensures that you get the best price for your coin. Who would have thought that a humble penny could be worth millions, right? If you have a 2019 Lincoln 1-cent penny, take a closer look. It could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible coin discoveries. And if you found a rare coin, let us know in the comments below. You might just be sitting on a gold mine. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting!